morning, dear students. The chapter is matter pure. The chapter is matter pure. In the previous class, we have discussed about the solutions. That is about solute, solvent, dilute solution, concentrated solution, saturated solution, unsaturated solution, and supersaturated solution. And in today's class, we will study about the factors influencing the rate of solubility. Factors influencing rate of solubility. What are the factors influencing solubility? Okay. Now, to understand the factors which are influencing solubility, we have to go with this activity. Let us look at this activity and understand what are the factors that influence the rate of solubility. I am taking three beakers which are filled with water. Which are filled with the water. Now, I'm going to add salt in all the beakers. So these beakers contain what? Salt plus water. Salt plus water. Okay, all the three beakers contain salt plus water. Now, the first beaker condition, it is left undisturbed. After I add 1 spoon of salt, powdered salt, to the first beaker, it is left aside without disturbing. The second one, I am using a glass rod to stir. Stirring. I am going to stir the contents in the second beaker. Now coming to the third beaker, after adding salt to the water, I am going to place it on a stand where I am going to heat the contents. The first beaker is left aside. This is the first beaker, second beaker, and third beaker. So what is the condition in the first beaker? I am taking powdered salt, a free flowing salt, and placed in the first beaker, which is left aside without disturbing. Second beaker, after adding salt, I am stirring it. Third beaker, after adding salt to it, I am heating it. Now I notice that the salt in the beakers get dissolved. Now go for the second spoon. I add second spoon to the first beaker, second beaker, third beaker. After some time, which is left aside, which is stirring and which is heating. After some time, I noticed that the salt in the first beaker did not get dissolved, which is settled at the bottom. And in the second beaker, after repeated stirring, the salt in that gets dissolved. And in the third beaker, where the salt in the water is heated, I noticed that the salt gets dissolved quickly. Salt gets dissolved quickly. So if I observe these three beakers, in which beaker the solubility was taking place quickly, the third beaker where I have heated. In the second place, where the beaker, which is the contents in the beaker were stirred continuously. So the contents in the second beaker were stirred continuously and they got dissolved. And in the first beaker, the salt just added to the liquid and it is left aside. I noticed that the salt is not getting dissolved. So if you ask me to arrange them in the increasing order of their solubility, first beaker did not get soluble, second beaker soluble, but the rate of solubility was less when compared to the third one. In the third one, solubility was good because we heated. Now on heating, the solubility increases. Solubility increases. The reason is when you heat the liquid, the water molecules gains the heat energy. They gain the kinetic energy. The water molecules move randomly in the beaker, which creates a lot of space. Between the molecules. So that is the reason why the solute will get dissolved quickly on heating. Solute will get dissolved quickly on heating. Now, okay, till now you have taken powder salt. Now go for the crystal salt. You know the crystal salt, right? Add crystal salt to the first beaker, second beaker, and third beaker. First beaker, leave it aside. Second beaker, stir it. Third beaker, heat it. You will notice that the crystal salt in the first beaker will not dissolve. In the second beaker, it is taking a lot of time to get dissolved. But in the third beaker, crystal salt will get dissolved. That means as the temperature increases, solubility also increases. As the temperature increases, solubility increases. Okay. Now let us write the factors that are influencing the solubility. Have you understood the activity? Have you understood? Is that clear to everybody? Have you understood? The first beaker, we did not do anything. We just added the solute and it is left aside. The second beaker, we are continuously stirring it. And in the third beaker, we added and heated. In the third beaker, due to heating, solute gets completely soluble and it is happening quickly. It's happening quickly. Right. I repeat the activity once again. Now, come to the three beakers. I have taken three beakers which are filled with water equally. First, I add the powdered salt, free flowing salt in all the beakers. The first beaker condition is after adding salt, leave it aside. Do not disturb it. Second beaker condition, after adding salt, stir it continuously. Third beaker, after adding salt, heat it. Okay. After some time, I notice that in third beaker, the salt is getting dissolved quickly. In second beaker, it is taking some time to get dissolved. And in the first beaker, the salt is not getting dissolved quickly. Like it happened in second and third. I replaced it with the crystal salt. Now, after adding crystal salt in all the three beakers, I noticed that the crystal salt still remains in the first beaker, which is not getting dissolved. In the second beaker, I have to stir the contents continuously. It is taking some time to get dissolved. Coming to the third beaker, after adding crystal salt, when I am heating, I observe that salt is getting dissolved. Salt is getting dissolved. As temperature increases, salt will get dissolved because the water molecules gain kinetic energy and move freely from one place to another place. While they are moving, randomly, it creates large amount of space. So that is the reason why the solute will get dissolved quickly. Solute will get dissolved quickly. Now let us write the factors influencing the solubility. The first factor is size of the particle. Size of the particle. If you observe, for the first time we have added powdered salt. Okay, even if you left it aside after some time, right? Maybe hours, it is getting dissolved. But what about the crystal salt? Crystal salt takes a lot of time than the powdered salt. So even the size of the particle also plays a major role, which influences the rate of solubility. Next one. Rate of stirring. I have to stir continuously and fastly so that the contents in the liquid will get dissolved. If I just rotate or if I just stir very slowly or in a slow motion, because the contents are not going to get dissolved. So rate of stirring also plays a major role. You have to stir it quickly, you have to stir fast. The next one is temperature. So as temperature increases, the rate of solubility increases. Rate of solubility increases. As temperature increases, molecules gain the heat energy and move randomly from one place to another place, creating a large amount of the space. When there is a large space, the solute can dissolve easily. And fourth one, it is dependent upon the nature of solute. Nature of solute. For example, instead of salt, if I give you naphthalene ball, and I ask you to make this naphthalene ball to dissolve in it, is it possible? No. Naphthalene ball does not dissolve in water. So solubility depends upon the nature of solute also. And finally, nature of solvent. Instead of water, if I give you petrol and I ask you to make this salt to dissolve in the petrol, is it possible, right? Keep on stirring the contents for days, hours and days together, right? They are not going to dissolve because what? The petrol does not have a solubility properties. Okay. Petrol does not have solubility properties, so salt or sugar will not dissolve in it. So these are the 5 points which influences the rate of solubility. The first one is size of the particle. Smaller the size of the particle, rate of solubility will be more. The next, rate of stirring. If you stir the contents fastly, then the contents will get soluble in the solute quickly. Next, temperature. As the temperature increases, solubility also increases. Nature of solute. If I give you naphthalene ball and I ask you to dissolve it in the water, it is not going to get dissolved. So it depends upon the solute and the solvent. Nature of solute and the solvent. Even if you carry out the rate of stirring quickly and you provide temperature more, then ask sugar to get dissolved in the petrol or naphthalene to get dissolved in the water, it does not take place. So these are the important points regarding the factors influencing rate of stirring, right? You can just take the screenshot. Yes, dear students. So now let us discuss about the expressing the concentration of the liquids. Now here, yesterday we have studied about the dilute solution and concentrated solution. What is a dilute solution? Where the solute is less and the solvent is more. Solute is less and solvent is more. If it is a concentrated solution, that means where the water is less, that means solvent is less and solute is more. If the solute percentage is more than the solvent, it is concentrated one. Less water. If there is a less water, it is concentrated. If there is a more water, diluted. And we have few formulas which will help us to express the concentration of the liquids. So the first one is mass percentage of solute. Let us write down the formula. Mass percentage of solute. That is mass of the solute by mass of solution into 100. Mass of the solute by mass of solution into 100 is the formula to express the mass percentage of solute. Next, volume percentage of solute. volume percentage of solute. Volume of the solute by volume of solution into third formula, mass by volume percentage of solution. That is mass of the solute by volume of the solute. Mass of solute by volume of solution to. So these are the three formulas that will help us to express the concentration of the solution. These are the three formulas that will help us to find out the concentration of solution. Concentration of the solution. Please take a screenshot. Please take the screenshot. So these are the three formulas which will help us to find out the concentration of the solution. Based on these three formulas, we are going to solve numericals in the next class. Okay, so in today's class, we have studied that the factors that are influencing the rate of solubility, that is nature and size of the particle, right? Rate of stirring, temperature, nature of solute, and nature of solid. And then next, these three formulas will help us to express the concentration of the solution. Okay, so this is all for today's class. If you have any queries, yes, please put it in the chat box. Okay.